Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking into the life and legacy of a true global giant, Bob Marley. We've got some great source material, and our mission today is really to unpack his life, how he died, and maybe get closer to understanding why he's still such a massive figure across the world. Let's maybe start with the end, actually. It's quite a powerful story, his passing. She died so young, only 36. It just feels, well, far too soon for someone who gave us so much. What were the specifics there?
Yeah, May 11th, 1981. He passed away from melanoma, which is a serious skin cancer. But the type he had, acral lentiginous melanoma, it's quite aggressive.
Yeah.
It often shows up in places you wouldn't expect.
Right, like under a toenail. I read that's where they found it.
Exactly. It was first spotted as a dark spot there way back in 1977.
And that discovery led to a really difficult decision for him, didn't it? Tied into his core beliefs.
It absolutely did. Medically, the standard advice was amputation. Remove the toe to stop the cancer spreading.
But he declined.
He declined. And it wasn't a light decision. It came directly from his Rastafarian faith. For Rastafari, the body is seen as a sacred temple. It needs to remain whole, intact.
So amputation just wasn't an option for him spiritually.
Precisely. And while you have to respect that conviction, medically, it meant the cancer wasn't contained. It eventually spread.
Where did it spread to?
It metastasized to his brain, his lungs, and his liver.
Wow. It really brings up that tension between, medical science and deeply held spiritual beliefs, a testament to his conviction, even facing, the ultimate cost. I remember reading about his collapse while jogging, Central Park, 1980. A really stark sign things were getting worse.
Yes, his health was clearly failing by then.
And those famous last words to his son, Ziggy, money can't buy life. Just incredibly powerful, sums up so much.
It really does, a profound truth he seemed to embody.
So even though he passed so young, his presence, his spirit, it didn't fade. If anything, his impact just grew, right? He became more than just a musician.
Oh, absolutely. Much more. He wasn't just entertaining people, though he certainly did that. His music became this sort of common language, a language of hope, of resistance, connecting communities all over the planet. He was a political figure, a spiritual one, not just a pop star.
Taking reggae global?
He really did.
Yeah.
He blended it so skillfully with rock, ska, soul, creating this unique sound that just crossed all borders. It resonated everywhere.
And the sound was infectious, but the message, that was key too. What was he driving at in his lyrics?
Fundamentally, love, justice, unity, standing against racism, basic human rights. Think about songs like One Love or Redemption song Get Up, Stand Up. They weren't just songs, they became anthems.
Anthems for peace, for resistance movement.
Exactly. And he had this incredible musical gift too, obviously. Chart hits like No Woman, No Cry, Three Little Birds, everyone knows those tunes. Instantly recognizable.
But his reach went beyond the music charts, didn't it? There was a whole spiritual and cultural dimension.
Definitely. You have to understand his role within the Rastafari movement. He was seen by many as a spiritual leader. He promoted African unity, African culture. You saw it in his dreadlocks, his whole lifestyle, and threaded through all his music.
And in Jamaica itself.
Oh, in Jamaica, he's a national hero. He received the Order of Merit, their highest honor. His legacy is just woven into the national identity, a symbol of pride, resilience.
It's amazing. And that catalog of hits just goes on. Buffalo Soldier, Jamming, Could You Be Loved, Is This Love, all carrying that weight.
Each one, timeless.
When you step back and look at it all, the music, the message, the conviction, his influence is just immense. He really left a mark that hasn't faded, still inspiring people today.
It makes you think, doesn't it? It kind of leaves a question hanging there for you, the listener. How does Bob Marley's story, his life choices, his unwavering beliefs, the path he took, how does that maybe challenge our own ideas about fame, about faith, and about what it truly costs sometimes to stay true to yourself?